Hey guys, I'm going to talk about Dandelion today, Taraxacum officinalis. I'm so excited to talk about this plant because I love it so dearly, just as many people do. I love plants that have so much cultural symbolism and cultural importance, and it's interesting because many people don't even think of dandelion as being a huge part of our culture, but it is, right? We all have these little stories where we blow the seeds and we make wishes, or we pop its head off and say, Mama had a baby and its head popped off. And we also eat it and we see it all the time. This plant is so important to our culture and to our being. It's associated with Jupiter, and this is because of its yellow qualities and its affinity for the liver. And also Jupiter is associated with hopes and with dreams and with spirituality. And I think it is super interesting that we use this plant as a way to make wishes. Its seeds represent wishes. So there's no coincidence in that, if you ask me. We can all hear the plants and listen, and we already are, whether we know it or not. So this plant is so ready right now to be picked. In the springtime, it's perfect to pick its greens before it gets too bitter. And you can eat them in a salad. It's really wonderful in a salad. Or you can make a tincture or a tea out of it. If you make a tincture, it's really great to also collect the roots, which you can do in the spring, early spring, or you can also do in the fall and dry them and wait. And you can also eat the yellow heads. You can put this just right in your mouth. You can put it on a salad. You can fry it with breading. So it's really, really great for the liver, like I said. And it's also just one of these plants that I think is so important to connect to, because it's all over the place. It's like ready and willing for us to connect to it, and it's really a wonderful gateway for us to become attuned and get to know all of the plants around us in our yards, on the grounds, in the forest. Dandelion is like this really amazing little channel and bridgeway to connect us to the plant realm. Yeah, so you can identify this, of course. You probably know, but it has this yellow head. But there are some lookalikes, so it's just important to know what you're picking. So the leaves have this like really jaded look to it, and they have a basal rosette. So that means that the leaves are just on the bottom. I'll show you here. The leaves are just on the bottom, and then it comes up with this big stem and just one flower head. Some of the lookalikes are going to have multiple flower heads, but dandelion will just have one. And again, that has its super jaded leaves, and this is what you can pick and eat and throw into your salad. Something to be super aware of with dandelion is where you're getting it, where you're picking it. I will not be eating the plants in this yard because there's a possibility it has been sprayed with some sort of chemicals. There's kind of a high possibility, since I'm in the middle of a city. If this was my yard, and it has been my yard for 5-10 years, I would absolutely eat it here. But I am unsure and unaware if it has been sprayed over the last while, so I won't be eating this. But there's definitely places that you can, more wild places, your yard, your family, your friends' yards, just places that haven't been sprayed or put chemicals on in at least 3 years. I say 5 or 10, but yeah. So the roots are my favorite medicine in this plant. You can pick it in early spring or fall, like I said, and then you can roast it. You can roast these roots and drink it like a coffee, so you'll just chop them up and put them in your oven. And you can also just do a fresh tincture, and there is so much medicine in this one. So there's going to be a lot of focus on your liver and clearing that out, and this can really affect women's hormonal cycles, men's too, but women, if you tend to have imbalances in your cycle, dandelion root is a really wonderful plant to help with coming back into a regular cycle, less pain, and create more balance and homeostasis in your monthly moonly cycle. So yeah, just think about Jupiter every time you see this plant and you make a wish, because it is here to support your hopes and your dreams, and also to take care of your liver, your stomach. It's a mild diuretic, and it's a really wonderful bitter to add into your salad. So I hope that dandelion is calling out to you somewhere near you where you can go and collect them and bring them into your daily life. Blessings.